Okay, so I'm going to make this as quick as I can. Upgraded my fuel system to E85 with also upgraded with my 1,000 plus horsepower future setup later on. So that's what I built the system for. Probably a little overkill for what I got right now, but I won't have to worry about running out of fuel anytime soon. So I relocated my return line right here to the top of the tank, preventing the air as far as I could get away from the something down there. Then I changed this from a number 6 to a number 10 rollover vent with a check ball, yada yada. Goes through the bed, vented outside the truck like our track requires, and it has a filter on the bottom, which I'll show you. So here we go. All right. I had, back in the day, I'd never planned I'd go number 12 fuel line. So my fuel cell sets a little bit farther back. I had to use a different fitting. And with my usual 120 style here, I make a fuel line loop every time, just like my old setup. Peterson number 12, 100 micron filter with a ball valve. So I can turn it off back here and it doesn't puke all the time up front when I'm got lines unhooked. Number 12 all the way into a 750 Magna Fuel. Actually fuel injection pump, but if you want to convert the carburetor, you use this little bypass booger right here, and you set this bypass, screw it in or out, and it has to be around 28 psi at the, they prefer at the back of the regulator. And then this is where my return line goes up right here. It's the only time I've tried this and prevent any clearance issues this time. I used a full flow 90, which will not restrict the flow whatsoever, but I went with a 90 this time to the outlet side of my pump. This is number 10 line. My fuel pump used to sit back here, but it was getting a lot of tire rubber on it, so I decided to move it over and go up over the frame, and I'll spare you the frame stuff, the boring along the frame, but I will tell you, if you do own an S10, it's a nice little trick I've learned over the years is once it comes down, you go in the box part of your frame, and it runs all the way in between the on the back side of the coil spring, at which it has ample clearance, and it comes out this slot, which I've actually made a little bigger to compensate for the bigger line. I'll go up top here. And here it is, which I'm going to put some protective thermo sleeve over this. I left myself enough length so when I go LS I'll have more height here. This is my buddy's carburetor he's let me use for a mock-up. Magna Fuel regulator 9833B for boost eventually, and I'm going to probably change that to an AND fitting if I can find one with that small thread when I go Pro Charger. Then a 20 micron, or I'm sorry, 40 micron filter after the rig, so I don't get any crap in the carb, which is shouldn't have any problems. But and since I've already built a fuel cell or a fuel system for this years ago, I knew what lengths and stuff. I knew what I was going to need and what I was going to be up against. So the only leftovers I had is I ordered 6 foot of number 12 line and 20 feet of number 10, and as you can see, this is how much 12 I have left over and how much 10 I have left over, and I'll use them, and I can always use this as a spare for the incoming line in case I was to ever, you know, spring a leak or whatever, even though I leave a little slack so I can cut and redo, but they hardly ever leak those type. That's it. Thanks for watching my over 4 minute video. See ya.